Watch this move. We're going in a little bit early. 1 minute early. They're still going to say I'm late, but welcome, guys. My name is MrHurriicane, and welcome to the NCAA Football 14 Minnesota Dynasty off-season live stream. I need to have my case right here. Whenever I do a stream, like, welcome to this game, but I don't have the case next to me, so welcome, guys. Season 1 off-season. I'm about to get underway here in the Dynasty as we have a lot of people in here, it seems, already. I like it when you guys get the packed house for these live streams. One of my most popular live streams ever actually was an off-season stream for UTSA, and I'm so surprised that they are so popular sometimes because there's no draft. Like, I understand the NFL ones, free agency, draft. With recruiting, you kind of knew who I'm getting, but we still have a good time with it. So we'll go through, look at the stats from this year, close it out, get all the information we need, move on with the recruiting, and we're going to be good to go. I'm not late. It was like 15 straight comments. How's it going, guys? I love you too. Anyway. Of course, if you watched the finale of Season 1 of the Minnesota Dynasty, that was a 27-20 loss against Temple with a miraculous fourth-quarter interception by myself, trying to lead this team to comeback. But another heartbreaking defeat in a bowl game, something Minnesota fans are no stranger to. We got 250 people here by count, and it's still going up. Sweet. I did a couple streams over the weekend to get you guys back into stream mode, and looking to stream some more this week. And I'm really happy right now. I have something for you to watch tomorrow. I'll talk about it in a sec, but anyway, we're going to get into it. I'm letting the stream kind of grow right now and just get the people in here so we can begin the festivities. But I'll show you guys some things around the league as well as the bowl, the BCS National Championship game puts the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas A&M Aggies up against each other. It's the Aggies, right? I don't want to mess that up. I always forget who they are. I always call them Texas A&M. The only team I really can't remember from D1 FBS schools. But anyway, we'll look at the top 25 polls, which we're of course not a part of, but hopefully in the coming future we can sneak back into the top 25 for the first time in quite some time. Ohio State, the only undefeated team. Alabama, they suffered a defeat. Let's see who it was against. I'm assuming Texas A&M. It was Texas A&M in week 2, but they went on to win the rest of their games, so they had one loss and it was by 3. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at Fresno State out of the Mountain West Conference, climbing to number 4. What the hell did Fresno State do this year? They beat teams like Rutgers, I assume, Colorado, Boise, Hawaii. They lost to San Diego State. I'll tell you why they went 11-1. They had a pretty easy schedule. $359 viewers now on the stream. Let's look at some Gopher stuff again. I showed a few screens in the announcement video if you cared to watch that one. But we went 6-6 in the regular season. We started off with a streak of 3 wins and followed it up with a streak of 3 losses, and then we kind of bounced back and forth, wasn't sure what kind of team we were. Won 2 games against teams much better than us, then lost a game to a team much worse than us, and lost our last 2 games against good opponents. So, 6-6 on the year, lose the bowl game, make it 6-7. That is where we're building from after Season 1. And we're losing a lot of really good seniors, guys. So I've been looking at this recruiting class, and we're not losing much on offense. Oh, crap, I have, let me capture. I haven't even hit the capture button yet. 400 viewers, sick. Chocolate Spammer, please quit living up to your name. I'm already seeing 3 messages, so if I see one more, it's a block party. Anyway, let me go back to that screen so I can get it captured, guys. We're going to look at it one more time. We'll look at some of the scores and how close they were. But I did make a little bit of a slider change during the middle of the season, and it seemed to give me some better games. I'll continue to tweak if I feel it's necessary. I haven't made much tweaks. Like, I like default Heisman. I think it plays an okay game of football. I don't like tweaking with things if it's giving me an okay game, and I thought it was, and it did last year for the most part. But I have started to tweak some things to make it more the way it should be. Like I did after these 2 wins right here, which weren't terrible games, but I wanted to change a couple things either anyway, and I thought that the Penn State game was a very good game on these sliders that I made, even though it's just a couple adjustments. Block party. Anyway, we're going to look at the stats for this year. You'll see some of the seniors we have graduating this year. Philip Nelson was our quarterback. 20 touchdowns and 20 interceptions. I got to clean it up in the second season. NCAA is pretty unforgiving in the interception department, so I tend to throw a lot on NCAA games. Why don't you run with Nelson more? I usually don't try to play with a run-first mindset, but I noticed when I ran more with Nelson and had more designed option plays and moved him out of the pocket, that's when we were playing some of our best defensive football. So I'm going to make some changes probably to the playbook before next year, and especially now that we're getting more receiver depth, I'm going to add in some 4-wide sets. When I began the Dynasty, I took out every single 4 and 5 wide receiver set besides the Hail Mary formation because we didn't have the receiver depth to make it viable, I thought. So I thought we were okay going 3 wide. Didn't want to do more than that. But here are the running stats on the year. As Kirkwood gets 916 yards, 4.3 a carry, 6 touchdowns. And James Gillum, the fourth quarter machine, as he ran in 8 touchdowns, 366 yards, 6.7 a carry. Is Kirkwood staying? Yes, he is. He'll play 1 more year. At receiver, Devin Crawford Tufts, not Tuft. I don't know how many times in the comment sections in this season it was, "It's Tuft, not Tufts, idiot!" Even though his name just doesn't fit in the game. And I could make it Crawford Tufts with no space, but then it looks confusing. So, whatever. The way I look at it is, the more people that keep saying that, the more new viewers I must be getting. So that's how I'm gauging how many new people I have watching my videos. When every episode there's somebody. 5 touchdowns for Devin Crawford Tufts, 698 yards. Andre McDonald, out of the slot. He was one of my go-to guys from the first game on. He had 2 touchdowns in that first game, a come-from-behind victory, and he only ended up with 3 on the year, but he was a nice bailout target on 3rd down, a great slot receiver, and he made the most spectacular receiving plays, like that one against Penn State, leaping in front of defenders and breaking a tackle and going into the end zone. Andre was fun. I think all 3 of his touchdowns were like big plays. I know at least 2 were. So let's move down the list now. Isaac Frichte, the junior, as he had 47 catches, 587 yards, and 5 touchdowns of his own. I was happy with his play on the outside. He was my possession guy that I could rely on to catch the football. Drew Goodger, I wasn't sure if I liked him right away, but he became a reliable tight end target. I was pretty happy with him. He's not a very fast guy, but he was able to get some separation, and I thought he did an okay job. And then you can see some of the stats out of the backfield. I started towards the end of the year, started throwing to my tailbacks a little bit more as kind of a bailout last-second option if I didn't want to get sacked or try to force it downfield. Tried to use my halfbacks to help that out a little bit, but Lincoln Pulsek, 2 touchdown catches. I believe they were both red zone catches on the twin tight end sets. Defense, Damian Wilson. No, he wasn't a junior college. I'm not sure if he was a JUCO transfer. I don't think so because it doesn't say here. I think he is actually. I'm not sure. I forget. But he had the most tackles on the team. 82 tackles, 13 for a loss. James Manuel was a second. It's good when you see your linebackers leading in tackles and not your defensive backs as much, although the next 3 are defensive backs. And then Rashid Hegman, whom I pronounced his name wrong for about 11 games of the year, or 12 games maybe, but he was a beast in the middle. He was second in sacks with 8. Theron Cochran had 12. Really happy with how he played. He's going to be a junior next year, so 2 more years out of him. Cameron Botticelli played all right as the, I don't know what their scheme is. If they ran a cover 2, it would be like a 0-tack, nose tackle type of position. But 3 sacks for him. And next year we're going to have a new defensive tackle starter. So tonight we're going to find out who that is, and I'm not sure who it will be right now because we have some guys redshirted. We'll see how progression goes, as well as the recruiting class. Damn, 500 people watching right now. Thank you guys. Awesome turnout. By the way, now we have 500 people in the stream. Should I hold this information hostage until we get to a certain number of likes? Nah. Leave a like. Let's just say this. Leave a like if you like this news. Before this stream, I was working on a video for tomorrow. And tomorrow, the video's finished. You will get St. Louis Rams connected franchise week 1 against the Arizona Cardinals. It's done. I already made the video. It's going to be up tomorrow. What do you think of that news? Pretty sweet, huh? Let's go back to college now as Aaron Hill. I liked his play. I thought he was great as a run stopper, but he's graduating along with Hegman, along with James Manuel. So we're losing some of my favorite players on this defense. And then we had some guys on def play well. Ben Perry IV was a starter. Interceptions, 3 for Demarius Travis, 2 for Marquez Shabazz, a senior who's graduating, 2 for Derek Wells, a junior who is likely going to be our #1 corner next year because we also have Baltazar graduating. So cornerback is going to be really shaken up as we're losing 4 or 5 guys in the first 2 years of this dynasty. 2 after this one, I think 3 next year. So, let's see. We got pass deflections. That's most Marquez Shabazz. 4 forced fumbles. 3 of them were fumble recoveries. And I think that's all we're going to look at. So, returners and kickers. I guess we could take a look there. How was I with Hawthorne? I'm going to mess around more with the kicking slider because you can edit them separately for the computer and the user. I was 14 of 16 with Chris Hawthorne. He can barely make the 50-yarders. Christian Eldred, the junior punter, 34 times, 44.3 average. How many in the 20? 4, because I suck at punts, I guess. Huh. 4. I bet if I focused more, I can get more than 4. Kick returns, 24.2 average for Marcus Jones. He didn't really do much for me. We're going to have a new returner next year, probably. Punt returning, I split time with his senior receiver. I felt bad not giving him some playing time, so I threw him in at punt returner. He didn't fumble, so that's good. So is there anything else you guys want to see before we transition to the off-season? Is there anything else? Will you be streaming Blitz League before or after Monday Night Raw? Well, it's not going to be tonight, most likely. Probably later in the week, but I will be streaming Blitz League again now that streaming is back on my side. And I had 2 fun ones over the weekend, especially the last one I did, and this one's off to a good start, so we're good to go. I'm going to see what you guys say in the comment section about what else you guys want to see. The Heisman, we'll advance and we'll see some more of that. Oh, the Heisman was won by Johnny Manziel. I showed that already. Awards, coach skills. Why don't you go after a big prospect? Because I don't like my chances of getting him. And so I kind of play it safe. But you guys wanted to see awards. I don't think they've been awarded yet. Oh, maybe they did. Johnny Manziel, the Maxwell Award winner, is along with his Heisman Trophy. Walter Camp is Johnny Manziel. The Bednarik is Aaron Colvin, senior from Oklahoma. The Nagurski goes to Jonathan Bullard from Florida, only a sophomore. The O'Brien, I don't know what any of these awards are for. I don't follow college football that much. I see like all these guys are running backs, so I assume it's a running back award. And T.J. Yeldon with 20 total touchdowns. Valentikoff. The receiver award goes to Mike Evans, the big, tall possession receiver from Texas A&M. The Mackey Award winner for the tight ends goes to Gabe Linehan from Boise State. Jake Matthews is the best offensive lineman in the nation. I believe it's offensive lineman thing. Remington, is it only centers? Looks like it. Lindsley from Ohio State. The Lombardi goes to Marcus Rush from Michigan State. Best linebacker. I like how they don't have a name for this one. Just best linebacker, although I can think of many dominant linebackers. Tommy Sanders wins that one. The Thorpe goes to Raymond Taylor. Groza to Drew Basil from Ohio State. Punter to Michael Reckenstein? I'm not sure. I tried. Best returner. It's so easy to win this one, I think. But it goes to Trey Williams. So that's that. I haven't seen the national title yet. So I think it's time to move on. Oh, I'll show you guys the skill trees, as I'm almost ready to level up as a coach. But basically I've put it all into recruiting so far. It's all about building a team, and so I have this maxed out to get scouting efficiency. I boosted all my things for late season recruiting, and I have 1 out of 3 for the early season recruiting. And then we're going to go up to the next tier, hopefully next season. I'm going all in for recruiting. Offensive coordinator stuff, this is block shedding for the defensive linemen, and then I focused on some zone coverage for my defensive players. On offense, I focused on going with the injury and stamina so I wouldn't have injuries on offense, because I didn't think we had a lot of depth at certain positions anyway. And then catching, so we could open up the passing game a little bit. So that's that. What is the delay? Like 4 or 5 seconds. All-Americans. One more thing before we transition now. I think people are ready to see the off-season now and not just this wrap-up. All NCAA. Here is the team. Johnny Manziel. I don't think we had anybody on this team. Looks like a big fat no. How about second team? I'm not even sure who could be besides Hegman, maybe. And he's not even it, so. Freshmen. I don't know if we had any standout freshmen. I think I redshirted most of our solid freshmen, or that could have been solid freshmen. Let's go all Big Ten. Wow. AKA Team Ohio State. Hegman is our only first team all-conference player. You better tell me Cochran was second team. Manuel was second team, that's it. Wow. So let's simulate, guys, and we'll see who wins the bowl games of the national championship, and then go to the off-season. Coach contracts? I don't think I have contracts on because it's a Minnesota Dynasty, so I don't see the need to have a contract when I'm going to play as Gophers the whole time. I don't want to potentially risk killing the Dynasty because I got fired. Two disc licks. Yeah, we got 276 licks in the stream. I'll make it 277. As it is still simming. Nice mug. Everybody loves the mug. I like having big water containers so I don't have to fill it up that often. Where's your G Fuel can? I almost finished it. This is what I drank before the commentary I did for the Rams franchise. I was good to go. I'm a little late! Let's see if anybody else goes up. I only go up one. Oh, we're at 317 now. Did you see the Vikings game yesterday? Of course. I don't miss Vikings games very often. I think I've missed 3 in like the last 8 years. And I'm honest when I say that. I can tell you the last 3 games that I missed. 49ers game last year where the Vikings beat them. Adrian's 296 run. I got home in time to watch the 4th quarter. And then I missed a Vikings-Bengals game where the Vikings lost like 38-0. I was at a Twins game at the time, so. Last 3 games I missed. It's like taking 7 or 8 years to do that. I don't miss. So bowl results is what we want. And here we go. You guys can see some of the results here. Stanford over Ohio in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Let's see the BCS ones. Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. I could go for some wings. Wisconsin loses to Tennessee in the Gator Bowl. Florida loses to Michigan State, so the Big Ten actually wins one. And Nebraska beat South Carolina, so the SEC going down to the Big Ten a couple times. Alabama knocks off UCLA in the Rose Bowl. And by the way, I think I have all the automatic qualifiers on, so I'm not messing with the bowls that much this year. Fresno State beats Louisville. Georgia Tech beats Oklahoma State. Georgia beats Kansas State. And Troy beats Virginia. Ball State beats Arkansas State. And Texas A&M is the national champion, beating Ohio State 45-36. Let's take a look at the box score for old Johnny Manziel. 19 of 29, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. What did he do on the ground? Nothing. Bentley did a little bit. High scoring game though. Looks like a good game. Anyway, I think it's time to move on to the off-season, guys, as I suppose I'll do my coach thing now. My skill tree. Level 8 now. And this will go early season recruiting. Open 1 locked recruit per season. I'm going to go with this one. I'll go with early season recruiting. Yes, keep those changes. And so, guys, it takes us to the end of Season 1. Everybody say goodbye, Season 1. It was nice knowing a 500 season. It's over. When you do your games, how do you get the ESPN scores under it? As far as I know, you just have to have an HD TV and it's like automatic. I think. Yeah, we're still in a couple of recruiting battles, so I'll do what I can. There's a couple guys I really want to get, including safety Steve Randolph. He was one of the last gems I found, and I really wanted him. And he might get taken away from us. We're down like 1,000. I have a 7-year contract. That's sweet. 6 and 7, so no improvement off of last year record-wise, but we didn't get worse. Let's say that. So coaching carousel's done. Players leaving. Now the interesting part here will be if we have any transfers that were in my future plans. One of those guys is Drew Wolotarski, wide receiver, whom I redshirted last year. We'll see what happens here. $556 people in here already. Not already, we've been going for a while, but sweet. If you happen to be new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, by the way. Alright, I hope we don't see any bad news here. I already saw a few bad newses. That makes no sense. In the UTSA Dynasty, I had a few guys transfer that I really had hoped to keep, including Kyle Allen at tight end. I've been going for a lot of seasons in my dynasties, and I still have not found that receiving tight end that I've been looking for. Even when I had him, he left. So, players leaving. Not Wolotarski, not Wolotarski. Pro Draft. Going to round 3, Rashid Hagman. Jalen Myrick, cornerback, is transferring to UAB. See, I want to keep him because we're losing some corners. I don't know what our exact situation looks like, but I kind of want to keep Jalen Myrick, but at the same time I could replace him. I think we're going to let Jalen go. We'll let Myrick go. I have some guys coming in. We have a little bit of depth. Although, UAB. I'm going to say that he'll play in more than 3 games. We'll just see what he says. Oh, too late. Alright, I guess he's gone. Goodbye. Hey, he's going to UAB too! Oh, Alabama. Dominating the draft. A.J. McCarron. C.J. Mosley. Just a few pros. Of course, here comes the part where everybody wants me to look at their favorite team. Arkansas's got some guys. No one from Army. Look at Auburn. Sending that punter to the NFL, their best player, overall wise. Yeah, I like looking at all these, just seeing what happens. No one ever transfers to my school, though. I've never had it happen. I've never had a transfer request. I want to see a guy just leave because he's bored. Put that in the game. Staying, pro draft. Does that mean they convinced him to stay? You cannot persuade players on CPU teams. Oh. They can't persuade them to come here? Is that against the rules? Where's Jeff Driscoll? Is he going pro? Maybe he didn't even graduate yet. Florida Atlantic. This is the first time I'm going through all the teams. I'm not spending much time on each team, but hey, I'm going through all the teams. To Indiana and Iowa has a few going. Oh, CJ Fedorowicz, get out of the conference, please. I don't want to play against you anymore. Mark Wiseman, too. He's gone. So K-State's got a couple going pro. They have an Andre McDonald, too. LSU, no first rounders. Odell Beckham. Louisville. Teddy Bridgewater is staying, folks. He is going to be staying for his senior year. Let's see. Let's keep going down the list. Miami. See Andrew Henderson going pro. We're in the M's. Are we almost done? I'm not sure if any of the military academies had a guy go pro in this. UNC has a few. You guys see any major transfers yet? I want to see like a starting quarterback transfer somewhere. Ohio State, what are they losing? Losing a safety and a left tackle to perhaps the first round. Laquan Treadwell is going to Illinois. We got to worry about a really good freshman. Damn. He's from North Chicago and he's transferring to Illinois. Looks like DAT is staying. Oh, we're in the S's now. We're getting down there. Stanford. Sorry if this is boring to anybody, but people really like to see this. Jeff Coates going to the first round. And Johnny Manziel wants to win a third one, it looks like. He's staying. Third Heisman, that is. Tulsa UAB produced Joe Webb and Roddy White. We're in the U's. We're almost there. We're almost to UTSA. USC, no quarterbacks. I'm not even sure if they have a quarterback old enough. Chase Dahlquist is transferring to Baylor. Reason? Leaving? There's no reason. Anyway, Trevor Riley, one draft pick from Utah. He's likely a first round pick. Virginia. I think there was Morgan Moses, representative of the Minnesota Vikings franchise. Bishop Sankey. West Virginia. Wisconsin, they're getting rid of Jared Abbrederis. They're losing Jacob Pedersen. Good. Get these guys out of the conference. Wait, what did it say with their top guy there? Oh, he's declaring to the draft to go in the 6th round. Great idea. Now we can throw on them a little bit more. So that's it, guys. All the players leaving. First time I've covered them all. So transfer requests. No, I already have my draft classes. I'm good. Yeah, I've been level 8. Game. Thank you. I didn't watch West Virginia on Saturday. I don't watch a lot of college football. Does it say who they get drafted by? That'd be sick. No. I'm not looking at them anymore. You saw projections. That's all you get. Transfer requests. None. I've never had a transfer request in NCAA 13 or 14. I'm not even sure they exist for me. Alright, we're in a recruiting battle for John Meyer, Maurice Manning. That's 2 defensive tackles that I really wanted to get. Steve Randolph and Jason Haas. Haas wasn't the guy I really need. I think I already secured the tight end that I wanted the most. So if we lose this other tight end, I'm not really worried about it. So guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go take a quick bathroom break. And then we'll continue with recruiting. So you can enjoy the chair while I'm gone. I'll be right back. And I'm back, guys. Hope you missed me. Everyone likes the chair. We only lost like 25 viewers. That's the price it takes to have to go to the bathroom, I guess. Anyway, welcome back, guys. I'm here. We're going to recruit. I think in the offseason you can put as many points into one player as you want. So this is where I have to choose wisely. Is that a Nerf gun on your bed? No. I had to look because I do have some Nerf guns. No, I don't have a Nerf gun on my bed. I got a Vikings blanket. So here's the last guys on the list. We have 10,000 points. Can we put all our eggs in one basket? Does it let you? Like, I'm not going to do that for John Meyer, but I am going to give him a good dose of points. I think the guy I want the most is Maurice Manning. He kind of fills in that the void with Hegman being gone. He's a 6'5", 310-pounder. He's a big monster. So he's getting a heavy dose of points. I might give him like 3,000 or 4,000. I'm not sure what Louisiana Tech's going to do. I've never gone through the off-season. So what if I give him 4K? And then I put, what does Chris Porter project to be? He was an athlete I scouted. He had good speed, a pretty good zone coverage trait. So I think he projects as a corner or a safety. But if you look at his hit power, it's really poor. And his tackle isn't that good either, so... Manning's getting a ton of points, I know that for sure. Steve Randolph, he is getting some points. He's what I want. He can cover and he can lay the wood. He has 83 hit power. I need Steve Randolph. What are we down by? 1,100 to Texas A&M. So here goes a lot of points. I'm going to put 3,500 on Steve Randolph, because I really do want this guy a lot. Matt Smith, we currently have the lead, and I should probably try a little hard to get him, even though I'm just going to redshirt him the first year. He's kind of just a building block, a depth corner if we need him just in case, so he'll get an okay amount of points. I would like to have Chris Porter, and I think I can get by with like not giving him any points. Jason Haas. I don't really need him because I was able to snag this guy, and we don't have any other openings. So I think I don't want to keep 4 or 5 tight ends. So I'm going to let him go. Haas can just go do his thing. Here's what we're missing out on, guys. Okay speed, nothing super special here. I just think Fitzpatrick's better, and we already have him reeled in, so no Jason Haas. So 5 guys. Chris Porter, what are we talking about here? Was he the one we had a big lead on? Yeah. John Meyer, I think he could use some extra help. So, okay, we'll see what happens here. 2,000 to John Meyer, 4,000 to Maurice Manning, 3,500 to Steve Randolph, and 500 to Matt Smith. Hopefully we don't lose it on Matt Smith either, but we have a lead. I don't know what Virginia Tech's going to do here. And Porter I'm pretty confident in keeping. If you put no points, you won't get him? Alright. I think I can handle taking a couple hundred away from Maurice. I hope so. Maybe. Let's give some to Porter. I'll take some away from Meyer. I want to play this right. Steal Matt Smith. I'm trying to do what I can. Give more to Matt Smith. Hopefully this is enough. 1,900. We're going to give some more to Matt Smith. Maurice we're going to drop into like 35. 36. How about that? That gives us 300 points of room. We're going to give 100, a little bit more to Porter. We're going to give some more to Matt Smith. What are we at now? We have 50 points to go. We'll give some to Porter, and we'll give some to Matt Smith. Oh, this better work. I have a big lead with Porter. I don't think Air Force can take that. But can we handle even getting Matt Smith with this amount of points? What do you guys think? You need Manning to have more? Drop some on Porter and give some to Matt Smith? You're not going to get Manning with just 3,600 points? Oh my goodness. Put down 5 on Chris Porter. Take 35 off Porter. Give Porter 20. Porter is a halfback. What? 90 speed, 60 catch in traffic, 68 ball carrier vision, 84 spin move. I can put him wherever I want. He has 59 carrying. I'm not going to put him at halfback. He also can't catch. He's a corner. Manning only needs 5. Give up on Smith. We get some decent bonuses. Not on Porter, though. So if I think about it, like the computer, if they put have 2 guys to look at, they're putting at least 5K on one of them. So, man. So you guys think, kind of forget about Matt Smith, bank on Porter. You're not going to get Meyer. Alright, I'm going to take some from Meyer. I'm going to put a little bit more on Manning to give me a cushion, because I would really like to get Maurice Manning. I also really want Steve Randolph. The 3 guys I want the most are Manning, Randolph, and Porter. But that might mean I have to give up on John Meyer to give me some breathing room. Give up on Meyer? I want to make sure I get Manning. I really want him. 4,300. This is ridiculous. I'm probably going to lose Matt Smith, only giving him 715. But I think I feel safe with Porter. I haven't gone through the off-season yet. Is it multiple weeks? I think we're just going to see what happens now. We're going to roll with it. That's probably not enough points to get Randolph. I'm going to give some more to Randolph. I might not get Meyer. I want Randolph. This is hard as hell. This is way too hard. Alright, we're done. Not touching it anymore. I better get someone. At the least I want Manning. I want to get perfect world, I would get all of them, but I'd be happy with Manning, Randolph, and Porter. This is my last chance. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Come on. Give me Maurice Manning. Give me Maurice Manning. This is like the future of the Dynasty riding on this simulation right here, guys. These are guys that are going to be frontliners. I can't look at the screen. Should I end the stream right now and we'll find out just later? No. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Come on, we need this. We got Maurice, we got John, we got Matt. We did not get Steve Randolph. We got 3 out of 5. Where the hell's the other dude? Where's our boy Porter? We got the defensive tackles. We also got Matt Smith. Oh, so there we go. No Steve Randolph. I so badly wanted Steve Randolph. I wanted my hard-hitting safety. Oh, man. I want to make a trade. I'll give him John Mayer for Steve Randolph. Let's look at the rankings for classes. Where did we finish? 32nd. Not bad. We had 18 recruits. If it shows me how close the fight was... Wait. Has he not made a decision? We might get Chris Porter. Porter, come to Minnesota. Steve Randolph. Minus 430. I was so damn close. John Mayer. I won by 760. I could have taken 430 from Meyer and given it to Randolph. Oh. Matt Smith, dominated. Maurice Manning, dominated. I gave him a big cushion. Kevin Martindale, Adam Kirkpatrick. I don't know what's Porter's deal, though. Maybe he's not going to play football. Oh, God. Randolph goes to Texas A&M. Steve Randolph. Heartbroken. In good news, though, we have good news, guys. It's almost time to see progression. We're going to see the ratings now for this year. Porter didn't get his faxed in. I'm happy with the defensive tackle depth, though. We got depth. Position changes. I don't anticipate making any. Unless we do get Porter and we get to make a decision. Steve Randolph is the new Fred Arnold. That means you have to play Texas A&M. Position changes. Who the hell is Andrew Johnson? I didn't pick him up. From Golden Glades, Florida, Andrew Johnson. He's a scrambling quarterback. Maybe we roll with him as a red shirt. I didn't pick him up. Andrew Johnson, 6'2", 213. There's not a quarterback controversy. Halfback. We got the Pope now, along with Kevin Martindale. By the way, I don't think ratings have jumped yet. Or have they? I'm not sure. I want to say no. Though they haven't. Doug Duckett. That's my boy. He's a walk-on? I know. I know they're walk-ons. Adam Kirkpatrick. See, we didn't need another tight end. We're already going to have 4. Max Williams, you're cutting it close, son. A lot of right guards. I'm going to change a couple right guards to left, or maybe just one. You, Mr. Sophomore. And right tackle, I think we could use another left tackle. So I think what I'm going to do this year, should we take Josh Campion and put him on the left side now that he's our best offensive tackle? It's either Campion or Alex Mays. I didn't do any offensive linemen in this one because I was focused at other positions, and I thought we had enough depth to roll with. Might suck it up this year, but we'll focus on offensive line for the next class. Move him to left tackle. I think everybody wants him to go to left tackle. So Josh Campion. How are you at left tackle? You're the same. So that's what we got going on right now. Left end, we have a lot. And I even got a couple more in the fold. Defensive tackle. Look at that depth. Just get built up right there, guys. Maurice Manning. Well, I have a decision to make because I could redshirt at least one of these guys and play Damaris Peppers, get an extra year out of these guys, and hopefully they're dominant, which I like. Left outside linebacker, Ray Dixon. We must have got a bunch of rights because, yep, we're moving somebody. We're moving somebody. I think someone's starting as a freshman. Dan Smith, BYU. No, Key and Peele reference if you're not familiar. Dan Smith. In the middle, we have Wilson, Jack Lynn, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. Devondre Campbell. We're going to have two new starting linebackers. Marcus Woods, Nick Rallis, De Niro Laster. Rallis is slow. He might not make my team. Cornerback, Derek Wells, Sam Graves, Brianne Body Calhoun. Oh! Paul Patrick! We got him! This was the guy, right? Wait, no, it's Porter. Not Paul Patrick. I'm not even excited. Antonio Johnson. Yeah, I don't see him here, so we didn't get him. We got a walk-on named Joe Henderson. He got 78 speed. Can my man hit? Hit power. Nope. No more than Cedric Thompson, who's now a senior. Torque Lewis. Unless he's under athletes if we got him. No, we didn't get him. So out of the top three guys I want, I got one. I want to make sure I don't have to change anybody else. Fullbacks, wideouts, Campion, guards, centers, guards, tackles, we're good. Enough defensive ends for a couple teams. A lot of defensive tackle depth. We're getting thinner in linebacker a little bit. We had a couple guys graduate, but I picked up a few. So we'll see how many guys I have to actually cut. But for now, I think this is good. Now we're going to see progression, guys. So don't forget, like, the offensive line maybe should scare you, but we haven't seen the training yet. Come on. Give me some good news. Give me some studs on the O-line, because we need some help. Okay, what happened to DVR was working last time? Well, I'm not using new YouTube streaming anymore because it gives me too much of a delay, so I guess I had to sacrifice a couple features. I'm sorry about that if you were wanting to use that, but I don't like the delay. That's the big thing. Training results. Here we go! Give me some good news. Philip Nelson gets a little bit faster. How much better is he? Carrying. Yeah, throw accuracy, go up. Halfback, look at Kirkwood go up 5, Roderick up 6, and Berkeley up 5. Nice. Kirkwood in his senior year. Fullbacks, Tyler Hartman goes up. Definitely not a running or receiving fullback, a blocker. At receiver, Crawford Tufts gets a nice boost along with Frickty, McDonald. Everybody gets a pretty good boost, but I like what I see here. Anybody get like catch or spectacular catch at all? We got some spectacular catch going up along with just regular old catch. Look at Frickty, 96. That's reliable. Tight end, Drew Goodger. Lincoln pulls second, Max Williams. Hey, Josh Campion up to an 81 overall as our left tackle. Okay. Tommy Olson up to 77. John Christensen, who's only a junior, so he's going to continue to get a little bit better. Right guard? Alright, so the offensive line is actually turning out to be a lot better than I thought it would be. Foster Bush is our weakness right now at right tackle. Left end, Theron Cochran, Owen Salzwedel, Ben Perry IV, Botticelli, Damaris Peppers, and Scott Ekpe. Ray Dixon goes up. At least he has some speed. He's going to be a reserve probably, though. I didn't start Jack Lynn because Damian Wilson was the actual starter, and I kind of wanted to go with him. He had seniority, and I thought he played pretty well. Otherwise, it would have made a switch. Oh my goodness, Devondre Campbell just went to a 91 speed. Okay. If he can play well, we'll forget fast about losing Aaron Hill and James Manuel. Corners. Derek Wells, we're going to need your help. It could be ugly in the secondary. I tried my best to get some help. At safety, Demarius Travis and Cedric Thompson. Our kicker, who brand new, he was just redshirted, so we have Ryan Sansoto now. And punter is Christian Eldred. And so there you can see our highest rated player now is halfback Donnell Kirkwood at an 88 overall. There we go. 3 best players are on offense. Now cut players. So who do you guys like tonight in the Saints-Dolphins game? I'll be watching that. I don't watch wrestling when it's football season, really. So I'll be watching. Drew Brees has to get me some fantasy points. I'm having a rough year. Yeah, the kicker's 260. I said on Twitter last week that he could play like fullback or something. But he's super slow. So cut players. How many do I have to cut? Be nice. Don't make it like 15. 3! Only 3! Saints by 2 touchdowns. We have some Dolphin fans in the house. It's going to be a good game. Hopefully it's an offensive game. Although, that's the NFL nowadays, but I like to see 2 good offenses go at it. So, I only have to cut 3 guys. That means we can keep a guy like Andrew Johnson and develop him. That means we can not worry about that. I don't really want to cut any of these guys. Maybe Eric Carter, I'm not sure. I'm not going to cut anybody I don't have to, I think. If there's more depth than necessary, I might. Like at tight end, I might cut Max Williams because I like my guy I just got. Offensive line, NFL teams typically carry about 7 or 8, and we have 2, 4, 6, 9, 12. But you have to remember Redshirt's coming to play as well. So left ends, I think, is where I want to make a cut because we have 8 defensive ends. So it's either Sean Wright, whom I just got, or Hendrick Ekpe. And as much as I would like to have Scott Ekpe and Hendrick Ekpe play together, I'm afraid that we need to have... I'll wait. I'll look through the whole team first. Defensive tackle. Who the hell are you? Brett Daniel. Walk on. Left outside backer, middle linebacker, right outside linebacker, corner. All the depth we can get. Basically, we have 3 seniors on the team, 3 freshmen and a junior. I don't know if we need 6 safeties either. That's a walk-on. I didn't take Joe Henderson. Too slow for my liking. So we're going to cut him. We're going to cut Hendrick Ekpe. And one more. Not Andrew Johnson. I want to keep him on the team. I want to see what we got there. Do we have like running backs in like 5 different states? Yeah, we do. Huh. We have variety in the backfield. Keeping our 2 fullbacks. Our deep receiving core. Deep with depth. And look who's going to get some playing time this year, it looks like. Drew Wolodarski. We need one more. Max Williams. No. I think I might keep Max. Joe Borkland. Oh, crap. I might cut him if we didn't have both right guards graduating. Now, I'm kind of planning on redshirting both Manning and Meyer. But, I don't know. If Peppers can hold, I can always unredshirt somebody if the going gets tough. I would like to get more out of these players in the future. Looking through again, what do we got at middle linebacker? I might cut this guy. We have Jack Lynn after him. Yeah, I'm going to cut Matalis. Oh, I have to have 3 middle linebackers? Why? What do you guys think? Even though it's not nice, how about a senior that's not going to play much? Grayson Levine or Levine. Let's see what you guys say in the comments. I want to see what you think. Manning might transfer if you redshirt him. Oh yeah, there's no promises in this game, but that would make me upset if he transferred. Are you picking up 2K tomorrow? No, I'm not. The slow outside linebacker. Everybody wants me to cut Laster, I think. De Niro, Laster. Alright, no, you guys want me to cut Nick Rallis. Yeah, we talked about that. So Nick Rallis is cut. That brings us to 70. The final roster is set for the Minnesota Golden Gophers, and we'll reorder the depth chart. Hey guys, it's time to add some teams to the Big Ten. But you guys have to let me know with Rutgers and Maryland what divisions they're going to be in, because I don't know. I don't want to cut that bottom defensive tackle so that I can keep my depth while I redshirt. I don't want to piss off Maurice Manning, though. That would really suck for me. Rename the divisions East and West. Yeah, they're going to be doing that, aren't they? I'm not resetting skill trees. Rutgers and Maryland are both in the East. So leaders are going to be the East. Let's see, it's conference rules, I think. So, Division 1. Which has to be which? Do not redshirt Manning. Wisconsin's in West. I don't know which one. So, leaders has to be what? Both are in the East. Wisconsin goes to the West. Same with Purdue are in the East. You have some protected rivalries. Let me take a look here. So Minnesota is going to be in the West. That's got to be obvious. They're like one of the most West teams in the division. So Legends has to be West. We'll make this East. You know what? I'm going to change one thing on these settings. I'm going to make it so we can have night games in November. I like playing under the lights. What do you guys think? Nighttime games? You like it? Let's see, someone just gave me like a big comment. One sec. So I have to take Wisconsin, put them in the West. Alright, let me put in Maryland here. Let's go ACC quickly. Maryland is now there. Wisconsin makes the move to the West. And Rutgers goes to the East. Wait, are they in the ACC? Where are Rutgers? The Big East? Wait, Big East isn't even... Oh, wrong sport, I guess. Rutgers is American. Gotcha. So how is this looking, guys? Anything else I gotta change? Minnesota's in East? Let me see this big... I'm gonna look it up myself. Let's see. They're going to realign teams from the ESPN article. The Big Ten will replace Legends and Leaders with East and West. The West will include Illinois, Iowa. So Illinois has to move. Why? Has to be even or something? So the West is Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, and Wisconsin, plus Purdue. And they're not going to let me move. So, oh, I can swap. So Illinois for Indiana's not over there, Maryland's not over there, Michigan is. Swap those two around. And now I need to get Purdue over here. Where's Michigan State going? They're in the East. So the West is Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Nebraska, Purdue, Northwestern, and Wisconsin. The East is Indiana, that's right, Maryland, Michigan, Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State, and Rutgers. It's perfect. I got it perfect, guys! We got high standards over here. Whoa, my, these comments are going nuts. BCS tie-ins, they'll stay the same. And so now we move on to the preseason where we set the schedule and all that good stuff. Someone has asked me why my shirt is LSU colors. It's a Viking shirt. We happen to share the same colors. I might have missed some more. I don't know. But I just wanted to make sure the Big Ten was right. That's the important one. Alright, so we're going to do the redshirting now. We're going to redshirt this quarterback, Andrew Johnson. I want to redshirt... I'm so worried about guys transferring for playing time now. But I do want to redshirt Calvin Pope. And I wanted the redshirt Kevin Martindale as well. My two brand new halfbacks says we'll have 3 other ones to work with. I want to redshirt this new fullback. At receiver, I wanted the redshirt Duckett because he's buried on this depth chart. And we just had a redshirt Wolotarski. At tight end, Adam Kirkpatrick. Please don't leave me. Left tackle. I don't know if anybody in the offensive line is going to get redshirted. I got to redshirt the senior center. Keep him for next year. But we'll have Christensen next year, so I don't think it's necessary. Defensive line, Sean Wright. Right end, Michael Henderson gets redshirted. Defensive tackle, this is the big one, guys. Brett Daniel. I gotta redshirt him. I think I might have to play one of these guys. I think I'm gonna play Manning. Play Manning and redshirt these other 2. At linebacker, Dan Smith is going to be the starter, I think. We're going to redshirt Marcus Woods. At corner, Patrick and Smith are both going to be. I think we're going to let Sam Graves play because we have a lot of uncertainty in the defensive backs. So we're going to let Graves play as a freshman. At safety, not much I want to do here. And Andre Gaines, I'm going to redshirt him as well. So what do you guys think of the red shirts? This should be pretty good. I want to make sure we keep Duckett, but he's really buried. I love this recruit. I think he's going to be a beast, but I would love to have him 4 years besides this one. I don't want to redshirt Roderick. I like him. He's going to be my number 2 back. Said he has fumbling issues. I don't know how many he had in the first year, if he had any. Certainly not as good as Kirkwood at holding on to the football, but... You got the redshirted fullback, Duckett. Adam Kirkpatrick, the freshman tight end that I can't wait to unleash once it's his time. Kevin Martindale should be the number 2. Let's evaluate quick. Do you guys think Martindale should be the number 2? The freshman who has some speed. .64 carrying though. I mean, it's not the popular pick, but it may be the best pick for the future just to keep him redshirted. And if things get bad, I could always take him off if we need a boost in the running game, because no one is really that fast in my running backs. I think I'm going to keep him redshirted. Receiver, Doug Duckett, I like that. tight end, Mr. Adam Kirkpatrick. I think we're good. I'm excited for this team. I want to see how we play this year. I don't think I missed anybody. Alright. Yeah, the acceleration isn't great on him, and neither is carrying. I'd rather get the extra year out of him. Because my idea was that I drafted Martindale and Pope, wanting them to be the two-back system of the future for me. So Kirkwood's gone after next year. That makes Williams a senior. In 2 years, it's Martindale, Pope, Edwards if he sticks around, and anybody else I recruit. So it would be Martindale and Pope at the forefront. So I like that I'm redshirting both of them together, so I can have them both together play for a long time. I would like to create some smash and dash here, but Martindale's faster and he's bigger. Well, he's heavier. So, Calvin Pope, put on 10-15 pounds, please. I think we're good, guys. Redshirt May. Make a redshirt KJ May. You know what? I don't hate that idea. Because next year we're going to lose Crawford Tufts and Frickty. So that will mean we could have KJ May as a returning senior to go along with these guys. But we'll also have Duckett, who I want to get playing time. I want Duckett to play next year. He was like my favorite recruit. KJ May could be a senior next year. I think I might just roll with him. I think I might keep it like this, put Wolotarski at number 4 and use KJ May on like kickoffs or something. I put a lot of thought into this. So that is that, guys. I think we're done redshirting. One last look through. And now the custom schedules. So right now they gave us an open date, Mid-Tennessee State, Michigan State, and Michigan right away. We're getting Big Ten going in week 2, or our second game. Wow. They're giving us Missouri on the schedule. I'll keep it. Should we just go with this, guys? I'm actually okay with this. Maybe I could switch out New Mexico State, but that's kind of the one we're supposed to win, guys. How many home games is this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that would be 5 road games? Yeah. So I'll say... We played Nebraska at home last year, I thought. Why would we play them at home again? I think people like the schedule. Some people say change, but we're going to go with it. I usually don't give myself cupcakes that often. I think I took New Mexico State off the schedule last year. We're going to keep them on this year. I'm happy with the schedule. And now the recruiting board. No, now the depth chart board. So, Philip Nelson, the junior quarterback now. Janelle Kirkwood. Receiver, Crawford Tufts, Frickty, Boom, Wolotarski, KJ May, and Jamel Harbison. Left tackle. Center, right guard. I hate when they just do it like by overall and not at all to do with position, really. So it's Tommy Olson. We'll go Isaac Hayes. And Foster Bush. 47 speed. Yeah, I'm not playing that guy at tackle. Get the hell out of here. Theron Cochran and Owen Sauls-Waddell. Ben Perry IV, Michael Amafuela. Oh, Henderson is redshirted. Defensive tackles, Botticelli, Manning. We'll put in Peppers first. Or should we? Let's look at the stats here. Manning might be able to start. Get to the real stats for us. He's better tackler, he's better at power moves, he's better at everything. Besides finesse moves, I guess. Not as good at pursuit. Let's go with it, guys. Let's put Maurice Manning in there. Let's put in Maurice Manning as a starter. Damaris Peppers, Scott Ekpe. Left outside linebacker will be Dan Smith, with Ray Dixon backing him up. Middle linebacker, I'm going to keep Damian Wilson until he doesn't play well. Then Jack Lynn. Remember, if I cared about overall ratings, then we wouldn't have had the legend that is known as Dominic Carter. Right outside linebacker, Devondre Campbell, the fast outside linebacker. Cornerback, Derek Wells, Brianne Body Calhoun, Marcus Jones, the nickel, Sam Graves, the dime, and Eric Murray in quarter packages. Demarius Travis at free. We're going to go Antonio Johnson. I'm sorry, Grayson. Just be happy you're still on the team, son. He had some speed, though. So maybe I'll make Grayson the second strong safety because I redshirted another guy. Kicker is Ryan Sansoto. Punter is Eldred. Kickoff, or not just kickoff specialist yet. Marcus Jones. We're going to move on from Marcus Jones. He didn't really do much to impress me, so we're going to go with KJ May, along with Eric Carter. And on punt returns, we're going to go with Drew Wolotarski. How about that? That's right, Drew Wolotarski is going to be punt returner. Get him some playing time. Kickoff specialist, if Eldred's better, he's going to do it. Long snapper, I don't want my best offensive player to do it. How about second center? That's the depth chart. So now we're going to start putting together my preseason recruiting board. I'm probably not going to finish it in this because I like to take my time with it and evaluate the roster. But let's look at some guys that I just want to look at. We're going to skip to recruiting. I don't create prospects. I hope you guys are having a good time. 593 viewers. Off-season's going strong. So, let's look at team needs this year. How many seniors are we working with? 18. So a little bit more than last year. 18. 3 at guard. Need offensive line help, particularly the interior. Losing 2 receivers, a halfback, a tight end. On defense, we're going to lose 2 defensive ends, a defensive tackle, 3 corners. So looks like we need some secondary, defensive line, and offensive line. I kind of focused on skill positions last year, and linebackers. So let's look at who is the most interested. Let's look at anybody who has us in the top 3. Oh yeah, I haven't edited anybody's equipment or anything yet, so we can do some of that too. We're going to do a little bit of recruiting, not a ton, because I'm going to do a lot of that on my own. Let's look at, oops, I don't care about state. Let's look at positions. Who wants to come to Minnesota? Jonathan Adams, the pocket passer. Javon Pleasant, Brad Paris, Zach Brown. Let's go to, I'll look at everything. I just want to see. Whoa! I'm not ignoring that. David Clark has us first. He's a 5-star receiver. Albert Johnson, Joseph James, Tavares Myers, Jeff Petty. Tackles, Trent Jennings. I'll put him on the board. At guard, Scott Stevenson. We should look at probably these guys that really like us. Anthony Green, we're 3rd there. Freddie Wheeler, Franklin White. Defensive end, how about Jerry Jackson, because we're 1st. He's a 6'7" monster that can run a 4.62. And per tradition, we will look into Canada and see what they have, because we got the Saskatchewan monster, Andrew Ross, in the UTSA Dynasty. 6'7", 220. Lanky dude, but could play linebacker. These are all the guys that are interested in us, have a high interest. Bryant Campbell. Any safeties? William Miles. Make us forget about losing Steve Randolph. Timothy McDonald. Let's take a look at him. Larry Arnold from Colorado. We found his damn brother. We found his brother. How will it go this year? Oh, this is hilarious. Larry Arnold. I don't know if he was from Colorado, the Fred Arnold, but this guy is from Colorado. He's interested in Colorado and us, and his last name is Arnold. I love coincidence, guys. I'm a big fan. No athletes all that interested, so there's a little look at the board. I'm going to fill it up a little bit more later, but yeah, the Arnold family. You can't make this. I didn't create him. You guys saw it live. There's an Arnold brother from Colorado who's interested in Colorado. Now is our chance to get an Arnold on our side. Last year we couldn't. But remember, guys, because we never got Fred Arnold, I signed, or I didn't sign him, I recruited a guy, middle linebacker, his name was Dominic Carter, whom I called the MVP of the entire series, so things turned out in the end. They were for the best. Oh yeah, I forgot about Canada. Yeah, I know you guys want to see Canada. That's a big stream thing. We love Canada in this stream. We specifically look for large linebackers, or anybody that's like huge. We want some mountain men. Let's see, how do I find Canada? CN. Only 4. Ben Alexander, Marcus Peoples, Jake Simmons, and Alan Williams. So Canada's not giving us much this year, besides Ben Alexander from Hamilton. We're 5th on his board. Doesn't hurt to scout him. Someone's going to look in Spain. I don't think there's anything outside of North America. If I see an SP, I might get excited, though. Probably a kicker or something. I'm not seeing anything, guys. Ah, that's fun. Mr. Arnold. So we currently have 18 guys on the board. We have 18 graduating seniors. I want to put some more on the board and start narrowing down positions. We're good. And now we're going to do a little team editing. One guy we have to edit because he's starting is Mr. Dan Smith. Danny boy. What's his number? We have to have a good number for this guy. It can't be something dumb. 51 for an outside linebacker, that's a very common number. He's looking pretty good, actually. Of course, last year I became very negative towards those calf bands. There's a rule, you gotta earn the calf bands, because I don't like them, so you gotta earn them. I think he looks pretty sweet already. I'm okay with Dan Smith. He has a good fashion sense. Devondre Campbell, a brand new starter. Let's see what we have here. 26. We're going to free up that number. We're going to give him 56. We're also going to give him a visor. We're going to give him Under Armour just for Cam Newton. He's showing off those Under Armour clips. We'll see if he goes to the NFL and Roger Goodell finds him. Is he wearing calf bands? I think he earned them. He must have spent some time with a strength and conditioning coach in the offseason, or the speed coach or somebody, because my man is 91 speed. From Alamonte Springs, Florida. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it sounds cool. So how about Sam Graves? Make Dan Smith white? I don't edit skin color. What the hell you got Why? Should we keep it? Should this be his thing? Is this his gimmick? We'll always know where Sam Graves is. Can't miss him. Wow. My man has a red sleeve and a white sleeve. Let's see what you guys say in the comments. Keep it. Keep it. Yes, people like it. Sam Graves. At least make it look good on the field. Whoops. Travis Levine. I'm going to edit the running backs, although they're not going to play till next year, just so I can get them good numbers. 47 and 42. I just got them the worst running back numbers in history by default. Alright, one thing about halfbacks for me is they have to wear gloves. You have to be Adrian Peterson to not wear gloves and be on my team. Let's see, Martindale. What does he deserve? We'll give him 24. We gotta give him some gloves, though. This is a problem for me. The Nike Vaporflies, I like them. Calvin Pope is a fullback number. You pronounce it Altamont Springs. I live there. Oh, apparently we have so many people in the stream that we happen to have people from names of cities that I pronounce incorrectly. Is 30 a good number for Calvin Pope? I mean, he's kind of more of a power back. He's a little bit not that fast, so I kind of think 30 is a good number for him. I'm not sure who's 30 in the NFL right now. Steven Jackson's number has always been in the 30s. Marshawn Lynch is 27, I think. 30. We'll give Calvin 30 for now. Maybe I'll change my mind next offseason. And how about Doug? We're going to edit Doug Duckett and Drew Wolotarski while we're at it too. Although I think I edited Drew Wolotarski before last year. Doug Duckett. Is 84 open? Put your 84 jerseys on. Duckett's here. You guys remember TJ Duckett? I liked him. I like TJ Duckett. Whatever happened to that guy? 40 Peyton Hillis. Turbin is 33. Marshawn's 24. Oh yeah, not 27. I should have remembered that one. My man's got bands all over the place. We're gonna go no bands. How about that? We're gonna give you bicep stuff though. No bands though. We're gonna give you I always like the towel. The towel's a nice added touch, I think, for receivers. Let's see, the wrist. It kind of looks weird, the wristband on top of a glove like that. I'll go with these thins. Will this series continue because of no NCAA 15 cane? We'll see where the series is at that time, but if you guys still enjoy it and I'm still having fun making it, I don't see any reason to stop. And one thing I should probably tell you guys, I finished the Rams Week 1 episode today, like I said earlier, in front of 500 people on here, so Rams Week 1's tomorrow. And the video style is kind of more like my old Vikings franchise stuff, where I wasn't just the commentator, I gave you my perspective on some things. And I really liked how the video turned out. I really liked it. And so you can kind of expect the same thing to happen in this series. Still a lot of gameplay commentary, but a little bit more of my perspective on a few things, like with roster decisions and like who's playing instead of who sometimes. But yeah, you'll see tomorrow. You'll see tomorrow in the Rams Week 1 video. I think you'll like it. I think it was a good commentary. I was happy with it. So I'm hoping to get these really going strong. I'm getting that Week 1 out tomorrow. It's not going to be a big delay between Rams intro and Week 1. I'm going to do this video, this stream obviously today. I plan to have this edited for Wednesday. I think Wednesday I'll do like this video edited because not everybody wants to watch a long stream. So I'll have this edited along with probably Rodney Rambo or Ultimate Team. Maybe I'll let you guys pick in a poll or something. And then on Thursday, probably maybe Week 1 in this dynasty. So we'll see. But I want to get this next Rams out tomorrow, which is already done, so that's awesome. I love getting videos done early, especially big ones like that one that people really want to watch. So that's just a few. When you come to my streams, you get some inside information. Adam Kirkpatrick. We better edit him for in the next couple years. How far do you think you'll get in the Rams franchise? I would like to get at least 6 years out of it. And to do that, I'll have to do twice as good as last year. Let's see. I'm gonna pause some things right now while I take a gander at something. I'm gonna see when I finished the seasons in the Raiders CCM. The first one I know was around Christmas time. The off-season for Season 1 in the Raiders franchise was not until December 11th. And so that's over 2 months from now. I want to go at least like a 2-month per season pace. And then Season 2 ended... I did the off-season on March 28th. So by March 28th, I had 2 seasons done. And that's like over half the game's life. So, it's all about beating that pace, and I'm getting off to a good start. Make him 88. I kind of like that number more for tight ends, too. The high 80s. Maybe even 87. I feel like 87 and up is reserved for tight ends. I feel like no one has 89 besides John Carlson. Now you guys are going to list like 8 more, probably. I'm good there. No silly calf bands either. Random question, do you think Johnny Manziel will win the Heisman again this year? I think there's a really good chance. I think it might come down to him and Bridgewater. But I certainly think he's in the top 5 or 3 for the chance to do it. Steve Smith is 89. There we go. Reggie Wayne's 87. I knew it would happen. I said it. I said it would happen. But alright guys, that's going to do it for the live stream. I am going to set up the recruiting board, the rest of it on my own. And then the first week will be up probably, I would assume, Thursday or Friday, maybe even Saturday, against Mid-Tennessee State when Season 2 in the Minnesota Dynasty kicks off. And so thanks for coming to the live stream, guys. Rams franchise tomorrow, Week 1. Looking forward to you guys' response to that video. And I'll edit this one up for those who want to watch a shorter version, but I'm assuming that if you've made it this far, you're not one of those people, but there's people that don't want to watch an hour-and-a-half long video or would just like to see the highlights. So, anyway, guys, I'm done for tonight. Thanks for coming to the live stream. I really appreciate it, guys. Leave a like on your way out if you would, please. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. And follow me on Twitter and we'll watch a Monday Night Football game. Good night, guys. I'll see you later.